You did not even send me airborne anyway. Why in the world I'm around, it's hard to say. You did not even send me airborne anyway. Why in the world I'm around, it's hard to say.
There you go. Hey, everybody, and welcome back to another regularly scheduled episode of Reading Fan Fiction with Teddy and Peter, episode 45. With you, as always, is me, one of your two co-hosts, Teddy, and with me, as usual, is...
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's me. It's Peter Nadell, and I'm here to listen to some fan fiction as usual.
But with us joining today, also unusually, is Carl.
Yeah. Should I introduce myself or what's the dealio?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm just a friend from school,
Friend of the show.
to college, friend of the
That's right.
show. Yeah. Let's rock.
Let's rock. Awesome.
Okay, let's.
Yeah, I'll say probably of our legion of fans, I think Carl definitely
Oh, yeah.
stands head and shoulders above the horde.
I mean,
So-
this is not the first time, right? I mean,
no, I think this is
yeah,
the third time.
Yeah, so... Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah, maybe, yeah.
I think maybe the first and second time were about 2.5 years ago, but here we are on the third. I can do some
But hey,
fact checking
I mean-
on this in post, but
And this is an evergreen topic, fan fiction.
fan fiction, yeah. I mean, it only grows more relevant,
Yeah,
I think, as time goes on.
absolutely agree.
It seems like our whole modern day is just like fanfic right now. It's
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I would
yeah,
agree.
like this plot line,
yeah,
the
absolutely.
Epstein files.
Okay.
Very good tie-in.
Imagine listening to this in like 5 years.
Imagine they're released and it's
Dated.
all Pokemon
What?
fan fiction.
That would be sick.
I mean, there's a huge, maybe it's happened already. I think there's a huge opportunity for some critical life as fan fiction discourse among maybe some philosophy YouTubers could get on that.
Well, Trump's having like he could hire a fan fiction writer to rewrite the Epstein files.
Okay.
Crowdsource from
Maybe you'll be
fanfiction.net.
maybe it'll be from the author of this particular fic.
Yeah, they'll call them up. So
Yeah.
should I introduce the fanfic or what's the route?
Yeah, well, really quickly, I'd like to give a quick update on the financial status of
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah,
podcast.
it's important.
That's since we kind of rebooted into video,
Yeah.
this has been a running thing where it seems I cannot catch a break. So I won't say that in between this episode and the last episode, I wouldn't call it a tragedy, but an overwhelming financial catastrophe, I would say.
Yeah.
Um,
For the pod though. I mean,
For the
individually,
pod.
we're fine. But like
no.
yeah.
Well, some of this I've shielded you from, Peter.
Okay.
Ignorance is bliss. Let me say that
Yeah,
much.
I guess so.
But I'll say it turns out the IRS does not look kindly if you're making more than 500K a year and from
Yeah.
podcasts and
From
just putting
podcasts
it
specifically, yeah.
and just putting it in your bank account and not claiming it. That's kind of
It is illegal. Yeah.
a no-no. So I've been kind of dealing with the
Yes.
fallout from that since April, which is exhausting and
I'm
unfair.
sure.
But just want to let everyone know that the podcast is still strong.
Yeah.
We're in
Chugging
debt,
along.
but they say with any new business, and this is a business,
Yep.
it's all about longevity. It's not
Yep.
about the first day, the first week.
Yep. The first 5 years.
Yeah.
That reminds me of a coworker's story from one of my old jobs. So his wife never paid their taxes, and then he found out 30 years into their marriage that they didn't. She never paid like taxes, and he had to meet with the IRS, and it was some like insane conversation.
That sounds like I feel like if you get a certain amount of time without paying your taxes, it's like it should be on them. Like they're like, all right, we fucked up. We didn't catch you. 30 years?
Yeah, I mean they were married for probably that long, something like 20 or 30 years. They got divorced at some point after that, but
Wow.
I wonder if it was related at all.
I think his wife was generally kind of insane. I think there was a lot of inbreeding in her family, is what he said.
Wait,
He
so
said-
what happened like on tax day? Did he say
I don't,
like,
I
"Hey,
don't
did
know.
you pay the
I'll be
taxes?"
honest, he was kind of an oblivious guy,
He sounds like it.
but yeah, he's living on like apparently he only has like $1,000 in his bank account, and he's like 65 or something. But he's a coworker. That's what happens when you work at boarding schools. You meet
Right.
Yeah.
characters.
Living
Right.
day to day. There's something he's kind of like a cowboy.
Exactly. No, he was kind of like giving that vibe.
Cool. Well, that thus ends the financial
Update,
portion
yeah.
of the fan fiction podcast. So yeah, I have the fan fiction open in front of me, but Carl, why don't you introduce it a little bit before we go all in?
So this fanfic is from a video game I play that I enjoy. I play a lot. It's called Dota 2. I'm very good at it. And it's a MOBA, if you know what that is, which is like, I don't know, it's not.
What's the acronym?
Stands for MOBA, Multiplayer Online Battle Arena.
Battle Arena.
And it was a popular genre like 15 years ago in terms of like they're creating lots of different MOBAs. And some other famous MOBAs are League of Legends. And I thought it would just be kind of interesting to find a fanfic about Dota. Because there is like in theory like lore behind it, but it's not very well developed.
Sure.
And yeah, so this is lore based on, I think, a few of the different characters. So I think the main character in this is Skywrath Mage, and then his secret lover, Shen, and they're like these winged people.
Okay.
I'm
What
looking
do they
I-
do in the game? Like, what is their like?
Well, in the game, so this is probably taking place before the game. So in the game, he is like a winged guy who is like a magician, and the other character, she is like one of their species, but she was like a princess who had her wings broken, because and so she's like a fallen princess.
Oh, I see.
I'm looking at
But they're not
pictures.
supposed to be in love because he's like a lowly like peasant compared to her, and she's a princess.
Cool.
It reminds me of a similar duo on this call. It's kind of like you and me, Ted, I think.
Oh, no. I was thinking more like Mario and Luigi. I mean, Mario and Princess Peach. It's-
What? I mean, that's incest.
Well, yeah, that's
no, not Luigi. Not Luigi.
Not Luigi.
Cool. Well, I don't know much about Dota 2. These images that I'm seeing are striking, and I'll be editing. I will be editing them into the pod, and I'm sure by the time I'm done editing, I will be much more familiar.
Yeah.
But
I don't really know. Like, it's kind of got a weird plot line. Like, it doesn't really make sense because most of the plot line is designed to explain the game. It has even less plot than League of Legends, I think,
Right.
which I'm pretty sure Peter plays. I don't know if
Yeah.
he's play it, but
Yes, I definitely do. And there is more. I think it's more fleshed out.
yeah. Well,
But
also
I actually don't know very much about Dota 2 to be honest. So
they also like for a while the characters like didn't have names. Their names were just like what they were because it would be like for example, there's a character's name whose name is Timbersaw. because he has like a wood chopping machine. Because like
There you go.
Dota is a game that's like it's a mod for another game, and then it became its own game eventually, where they like some other company like basically stole it from another company and then rebranded it as Dota 2.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
there's some.
yeah.
You go, Peter.
I was got all of these. All I think most MOBAs, maybe not all MOBAs, yeah, started as Warcraft 3 mods, right?
Yeah.
That's
So
the
there was
lore? Yeah.
the first MOBA mod was actually in
Oh,
StarCraft
really?
1, and
Oh,
but that it was really bad. And then the first like major mod that was like successful was Dota 1. And
right.
then about half of those developers left, and they became League of Legends developers.
Yeah.
And then the other developers continued to mod Dota, and then some of them eventually got hired by Valve to make Dota 2, and then Dota 2 is sort of Dota 1 with all the characters' names changed so they don't get sued by Blizzard.
Wow.
Absolutely.
And they still got kind of sued, but
It's kind of like the Facebook.
Yeah. It's kind of
A
like the
little bit.
Facebook.
I think so. Like the social network when they.
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank
They
you.
should
Thank
do
you.
a prestige film about it.
Well, they are not to get too sidetracked by this, but they are making the Social Network 2 that is
Oh
supposed to
yeah, I
take
heard
place
about
in
that.
present
Yeah.
day. They
Yeah.
sh they should not
No,
make that.
he
But
needs Zuckerberg
Yeah,
needs less press.
is it just Mark Zuckerberg is like a right winger because he wants like Trump to approve the merger? Is that like what the thing is?
we'll see what the focus is. But yeah, it's supposed to be more or less like within the 2020s or something. But yeah, I think it's about all
That's
this.
very much in the Y category.
Falls squarely there.
All right, do you want
Uh,
to blow this rodeo?
yeah, let's do it. So the title is Skywraths and Gorgon by Mr. Mind '05. I
That's
like that's
zero
it.
five. That's 05, just
Zero
like,
five.
for the listeners.
Which I would guess is probably their birth year. Um, this is a
Oh wow, yeah. Oh, that's really messed up.
I think it's okay. They're 20 years old.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't be.
Mr.
No.
Mind is. Well, it's rated T. It's an English
Wait,
drama, Vengeful Spirit. I didn't know that was a genre of lit. Uh,
That's one of the characters' name. Her name is
okay.
so
So
that's
if you
the
were
secret
searching for that,
lover. Her name is Vengeful Spirit.
got
Uh,
it.
because she's mad because she got her wings broken.
Mm.
I would be. Are you kidding me?
There's 1K plus words, and this was published in January 13th, 2020, which was
Which, to be fair, they were 15 when it came out. So, depending on what happens here,
listen, I don't care what age, frankly, they were when they wrote this,
what are
Fanfic
you trying to
is
say?
for life. Fanfic is for life, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Anyway,
There's like
uh,
I don't want to get too sidetracked.
we'll start with the requisite disclaimer here. Disclaimer: Dota 2 is a copyrighted trademark of Valve
Oh,
Corporations. Any characters or places mentioned are characters and places
it's
from this work. Therefore, they are Valve's owned property. This scene wasn't written under Valve's guidance or direct demand. The author of
what
this
they
little
all have
scene
this.
only intends to write a fan fiction. This piece will not be used in monetary or commercial trading under any
That's for sure.
circumstances unless Valve themselves give the permission. I must imagine this one particularly has some official feels
Yeah.
like language.
No.
I can only imagine it was like chat GPT.
Oh,
Write me a
maybe.
disclaimer for my Dota 2 fan fiction.
Maybe that's what it was. That's a good point.
Or just Google
This seems like
template for
written
disclaimer.
like I don't know. This seems like this is what somebody's impression of a disclaimer would be. Like this is what people think disclaimers are, but
I
I
mean,
don't
the
think that's
phrase
what they
monetary or commercial trading kind of feels like,
What, no, what
okay.
is that? What is monetary or commercial trading? Do you mean spending money?
That's
Because
what, I mean,
that's more.
this is legalese, you
Yeah,
you
exactly.
just
But it
say
seems like
these
a little too
things.
much. You know what I mean? Like I don't think
I'm gonna link you guys a picture of what the main character looks like here. Let me find
Okay,
Oh, please, yeah.
that
it.
helps. That's
Before
helpful.
His
before we
name
get
is
started in earnest
Dragonus.
here.
He's
Yeah.
kind of I'll be honest, he gives off very like Nazi vibes when he plays.
Right. And
Uh,
when I edit this Skywrath mage will be on the screen here.
Yes, on the screen, of
because
course.
he's like yeah, he like all he talks about is being in love with this like fallen spirit.
I have
Uh,
something that changes
Toxic.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's also it's like I don't think she loves him back too, so it's a little
I've been
No.
there.
We are in a male loneliness epidemic.
That's so true.
woke.
Woke. Anyway, let's start.
Woke alert.
So this is the beginning. Everyone asks the same question when they become conscious. Dragoness was asking the exact question. Did I go to hell?
I don't remember that. I don't remember that when I became conscious. I'll be honest. I don't.
But the fact that he opened his eyes to total darkness threw away that possibility. Then the possibility that he might have
Really?
became blind came to his mind, so he tried to move his hand. If he tried to illuminate around him, he would prove or disprove that possibility by trying to see the light. The problem was he couldn't move his hand. Furthermore, the more he tried to move his hand, the more tight the force that seemed to bind his hands became. Even though he turned his head around, he couldn't see anything because there was no light in whatever he was held in. The same bind was felt in his wings too, and this bind felt very familiar too. He used he used to study these spells with Shendel. Did I
Dot,
say
dot,
that
dot.
right? Shendel?
I have no idea. These are
Is it
all
like okay,
there's no discussion of lore in Dota, so this is all new to me.
It
sure.
really, it's it's your playground, really.
Yeah, it sounds made for fanfic.
Yeah.
So he studies spells. I know what you are thinking. Dragonus turned his head to the way familiar sound came from. Someone
Not quite. That's not quite there. It's close.
someone
Pretty
entered
close.
to his vicinity, a familiar person who held a lantern,
Dot,
ellipses,
dot,
even
dot.
though she got wrapped in purple. No, it is not a Joyra binding spell. It is just a enchanted rope. This was always your problem. You could never get your head up from the magical studies. Shen,
Wow.
I know you are too talkative, but just answer the questions I asked. I haven't had a good day. The only good news I got is the fact that we got you binded. Arch Archmagus of the Crown would be the certain person who would tell me the whereabouts of my sister.
Oh,
Huh?
okay.
Her sister is kind of like an evil person, I think. I forget
Okay.
exactly why she's evil, but I remember she's evil on some level.
Yeah. Wait,
And
so
he's like hunting her down. Is that kind of the
Yeah,
idea?
yeah. It seems like she bound the Skywrath mage, aka what's his name, Dragonus,
Dragoness.
for her
Okay,
to
okay.
Okay.
get the deets from him about where her sister is.
Okay, because that was going to be my question. I was saying you were telling me about Skywrath Mage, but I was like, who's Dragoness? Is Dragoness a
Yeah, yeah.
name that Mr.
In Dota, like his name in the game is Skywrath Mage, but his actual name is Dragonus. So it's actually Dragonus the Skywrath Mage.
Oh, I see. I
Yeah,
see.
but
I see.
so
Okay.
That makes
everyone,
sense.
the character is referred to not as Dragonus, but Skywrath Mage,
Right.
which is
Which,
the
that makes
opposite.
sense.
Is the opposite of League of Legends.
Yes,
Every
yes. It's also
character
the
has
opposite of
like
League of Legends.
some like name, like
Yeah.
I don't know, like Blitzcrank, and he's
Oh,
like,
I don't know what the Blitzcrank like little thing is.
but he has some like epithet or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Or
I think the
something.
Rumble one is Scrapyard Hero or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Something like that. Yeah.
every character in Dota is referred to by their
Vandal City Gunner. Yeah.
yeah, except some which are a little bit odd as to why. So some of the more iconic characters are referred to by like their like name. So for example, like Kunka, he used to be the admiral, but then
Oh, that's cool.
he someone died who made him like the developer of the character, so they
Oh,
named in or something like that. I don't. He might not
that's
have died.
cool.
He was like some artist on the game, and they named the admiral after him.
I see, I see.
Didn't they do that in the Mario movie where some No, they did that in the Minecraft movie. There was a
Did they
streamer
do?
who had died and they put
Oh, who
his
cares?
like AVI in like the background, like he crosses the street or something.
See the
I'll put a
admiral.
screen cap of that here.
Skiing a screen crap. Just as a quick side note before we just before we get started, Blitzcrank's little epithet thing
Yeah,
is the Great Steam Golem. Okay,
cool.
so it'd be as if people referred to Blitzcrank as the Great Steam Golem. Okay,
Got it.
I think
Okay.
we're ready.
Yeah, we're ready. Okay, so we know that uh Vengeful Spirit is looking for her sister.
Yeah,
Okay. So now Dragonus is responding. I was only told to make a research on the field. I don't know where Queen Shaidaral went. So that's the sister.
yeah.
Only thing that was told to me was that plan involved the throne, so I had to get the tiniest detail about this place. Don't lie to me. I am not. Why would I? I never stopped loving you. Every night I think of the ways I could reinstate you to the throne. I look for the ways I could get you back to the city of Uyart.
Yeah, so her wings got broken when she was overthrown by her sister.
Got it.
Oh, it's all these sisters. What the
Yeah.
hell?
Um, anyway, she says these nice words won't get you out of those ropes. I only want you to know the truth. I can't always meet you again, and when I do, you tell me a lot of things because you don't know my feelings. The
Damn.
storm I have inside every night is killing me. Relatable.
Stormwrath Mage is surprisingly mature. I feel like he's sort of like, you don't know what I'm feeling.
Yeah, but killing me, the storm. He's
Yeah, I know,
15.
but like obviously he's exaggerating, but I mean like the fact that he's even identifying that he has feelings that
That's
it's
pretty
hard for him to
mature.
articulate.
We have feelings.
I mean, it's more than a lot of people, I think.
Nah.
Okay, fair.
No, I agree.
Weigh in
I
the
agree.
comments.
He knows he has feelings.
Sound
Big
off in the
ups.
comments about this one, guys.
Yeah, sound of it is Dragonus emotionally intelligent? Um, so Shendalzar is it Zare or Zar?
I
Shendalzar.
think it's Czar.
Shendalzar sighs. Again, you are so talkative. Fine, you ask for this. Medusa? From the door, a half-human, half-snake woman with hair made of snakes entered. She says, not talking. He still says the same old lies. Dragonus tried to get back into the conversation. But
Hey,
I'm
wait,
not.
guys, I'm in the story.
Yeah,
Remember
but
me?
I'm not lie. Shut up. Medusa puts her hand to her chin for a second. Is his name Dragonus? Yes. Medusa turns to Dragonus
She
and
also
puts.
she also had the same question that we had about the names.
She's new to all this too. Uh, Medusa turns to Dragonus and puts her hand to his chin. So first it was her chin, and now it's his chin. Dragonus, do you know who I am? Dragonus answered, no. It's like, well, she's Medusa. So is Medusa in Dota 2?
Yeah. It's a character
Okay.
named Medusa. Yeah. I don't really know what her plot is.
Right.
Again, Dota moment.
Right.
I don't really think it's particularly interesting.
I mean, this seems
Gotcha.
pretty interesting.
Let me see.
Well, it might. Here we go. This is what she says in the story. I am not someone important. I used to live as a princess in Gorgon Kingdom, but we got invaded and I lost my family. They were taken as hostages because they were immortal, and I was simply thrown away because I wasn't. So I asked for
Fair.
power from my mother goddess, and she gave it to me. The power to turn somebody into stone. Would you like that, Dragoness? No. then I would never be able to bring back Chandelier to the throne. That would be the proof I lived my life for
Is that a
nothing.
typo? It should be Chandelier, right?
No, there's a Chandelier and a Chandelar, I guess.
No
Chandelar.
way.
Wait, so why would he
Well,
not
I
be
guess
able?
there's. I just see two different spellings. Maybe there's a typo here.
Oh God.
We'll see which one they use more
Yeah.
consistently.
What?
Yeah.
Why can't Dragonus bring Schindel,
Here.
whichever one it is,
Because
to
he's
the
gonna be
throne if
stone.
he's able to turn someone into stone?
It's a good question.
Wait, no. She said the power to turn someone into stone. Would you like that? You're
Yeah.
saying that would you? I thought
Why?
what
Why
she meant
does
was
he?
like, would you
And he
like to
says
be
no.
turned?
Then I wouldn't be able.
I think what
that's
she meant
all-
was, do you want to be turned into stone?
Oh,
Like she's like threatening him. And so it's
good.
like, no, I don't want to be. That's a pretty bad reason to not want to be turned into stone, I'll be honest. I think that number one,
No, he's devoted to
number
her.
one should be like, then I'd be dead. Number two would be like anything else.
Well,
I think.
we don't know if you die when you're turned to stone, for one.
I would imagine it's pretty bad. It seems pretty bad.
Anyway, so he says that. Medusa replies, "Good. Then tell us what Skywrath is doing." Like I said, I don't know. I was only asked to go to a place. I was going to be instructed on my remaining mission there. Where is that? I don't know. How are you going to go then? I don't know. A village. It was supposed to be at lower skirts of the mountain. Shendelzar explains, Yart Skytown can anchor to a mountain.
What is that name?
Yart.
Yeah.
Which mountain is it? Good question. Medusa's on it. I don't know. I was only trying.
She's there to push the plot along, you know?
She's the
Bad
like
cop.
she's bad cop and stand in for the reader. Asking
Yeah.
kind of the Marty McFly, the
Yeah,
Luke
totally,
Skywalker.
totally. But as opposed to those characters, she knows everything. Or I guess she wants to know everything. Anyways, yeah, sorry.
There you go. Which mountain is it? I don't know. I was only trying to get where I am supposed to go from the radiance of pearls I was given. Good. Look, we are advancing.
What did
Where
you
are
say?
those pearls now? It was supposed to be inside the bag I carry. It is red and has the symbol of the throne of Skriok.
Yeah, that's what you
Skriok.
say that. Yeah.
Skriok?
Yeah, Skriok.
That's cool. I
What
want
is
to look
that?
it up. I want
Or-
to see it.
It's like I think it's like they're just like the place they're from is called Skriok.
Oh, it is. I'm seeing this now. On the official wiki, there's an apostrophe. This fic doesn't spell it right at all. Anyway, Shendelzar first speaks. So Shendelnar must have been a typo. Shendelzar first speaks.
Yeah, it must be.
Symbol of the crown. I'm going to get it now. The bag was inside. After giving the lantern to Medusa, got back inside to bring Dragonus bag. Medusa looks back to Dragonus, though. Shendelzar always talked about Skywraths being very prideful, herself included. Why didn't he seem so? Dragonus? Dragonus' voice thickens. Yes. Medusa smiles. I see. Without Shendelzar, you are also prideful. Prideful? A Skywrath can get away from anything anywhere. Your threats don't concern me. So you are lucky. If Shendelzar wasn't here, I would show you a couple tricks of mine.
Oh my god.
He still doesn't know where he is.
No, and he's talking like he's the
Yeah.
king of this place, Hey, bro, chill.
Yeah, he's in the game. He's very like prideful.
Right.
So he's
Right.
like, I'm the greatest. I can fly and shit. And then he's also like going between that and confessing his love for Shen.
It's a very, very A-type.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure. So Medusa replies, I don't think you should be overconfident of yourself, bird boy. Obviously, you seem very oblivious to things. Obviously, you seem oblivious to things around you.
Damn.
But let me give you a clue. Both Shendelzar and me have given up our beauty to get revenge. Do you know what that means? What?
No.
Revenge is our lifelong goal.
Revenge is defined by what the Webster's Dictionary
Yeah.
as.
That's like what the like ghouls on YouTube debates like pull up the debate that they're like
Put Dragonus in like Jubilee when
Oh
they
my
he
gosh.
puts him in the center and it's the 20 conservatives have to surround Dragonus and debate him
I didn't know that was
about
a thing.
revenge.
This is the first time I'm hearing of that. Like this
Well,
news.
because the last one was just like straight up insane. Like, because it's been happening for a bit, but then they're just like, now it's just like, oh, like they're actually like all like not even like ashamed of it. They're all just like Nazis, and they're like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'm like a General Franco simp, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is like really like an obscure fascist to be
Yeah, very bizarre.
for
Yeah,
an American too.
it's a really disgusting no morality click farm
Yeah,
engagement.
just really get as much money out
Yeah.
of the population as
Well,
possible.
that it was like, but like a year ago, they were having like ones like, is being fat a choice? Fit people debate fat people, which is just like what? But then they like get the people on the show under false like I know a lot about
Sure.
this because I've read, but they like get
Oh,
people under
word.
false advertising where they're like, oh, you're going to just like discuss like problems related to living like a lifestyle as like a overweight person, and then they don't know like they're on with some like insane like Fresher Fit, if you know that guy. He's
No,
like
I can
some like
imagine.
right winger podcast
Yeah.
where who's like fat people don't deserve love and like insane. And then this is like very like normal people on the podcast, and then this guy like he's also like a sort of like an incel guy.
Yeah,
Not super
it sounds like
surprising.
it.
Yeah. All right, we can go back on track.
Anyway, yeah. So the joke was imagine Dragonus in one of those videos. So there. Um, revenge is our lifelong goal. Maybe you are right and you are still in love with Shendalzar, but things won't go like how you think. Everything will not turn to normal once you overthrow Queen Shideral. People who get a taste of this poison never goes back. We made our deal knowing that. This is a quick. This is, I'm just thinking about the year this was written, 2020. This is giving shades of, a year later, the Capitol would be stormed under, the direction of Q.
I mean, this is pre-COVID.
This was
January 13th.
right pre-COVID.
Yeah, like not in China. Pre-COVID in the United States.
Anyway,
So,
okay. So I think Dragonus responds that there's no indication. Everything longs for normal. Whoa. I know that.
I'm saying that. That's what I'm
That's kind
saying.
of beautiful. Skywraths also know what is best for them, and our goddess is understanding. As soon as her wings are given back to her, she will become the most powerful queen Skywraths have ever seen. As soon as her wings are given to her, Shendalzar told me since she is a spiritual existence, she can't grow a wing. Like I said, our goddess is understanding, so she will know what is good better than us. Then why does she let
More than-
Shideral sit on
More
her
than
throne?
ChatGPT, it's giving me like hitting the like autocomplete like
Oh,
on texts.
I don't think the story was written by ChatGPT.
No, I don't, definitely not. I just mean like the writing, like less than like generated or like generated, but more randomly, a
Yeah.
lot more randomly.
Well, once again, I wonder. My mind always goes to whether the writer of the fic, whether English is their first language, and again, not in a derogatory way, but as we know, maybe neither here, the longest fan fiction and the longest piece of literature ever written,
Yeah.
is a fan fiction written by, though the grammar is better in that one than this, but
Early on, it's not. There's definitely, I mean, that's the thing is he learned English doing it, and so like
yeah.
later,
Well, it started as an exercise. That's right. to
yeah.
Improve.
Which
Anyway.
if that's what this person's doing, more power to him.
Exactly.
I doubt it though.
Anyway,
I think this sounds it's there's too much vocabulary, you know? Like they're dropping big words in this.
we'll never know. Just
Like
something to keep in
Dragonus,
mind, viewer.
LMAO.
Dragonus looked furiously at Medusa, but he knew he can't answer this question. You don't know, huh? This is the difference between our goddesses. Yours cannot even solve problems between her subjects, and she cannot choose who to give her magic. Shut
Damn.
up already, heretic snake. Medusa laughs. Dragoness, I'm looking forward to
Heretic
see what
snake.
decision you will make on the battlefield. Your powers or your emotions. Don't forget my words. At that time, Shendalzar gets back to the room with two red pearls that are bound to each other. When she saw Dragoness looking at Medusa furiously, she wonders what happened. Medusa, what did you do?
What did I miss here?
Nothing. I only evaluated his knowledge on the world he is living in with facts and logic. It turned out to be low. He is weak
Wait,
to his emotions and
Medusa is
anger.
Ben Shapiro.
Yes, she is. She's level-headed because she
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
resort
yeah.
to emotional arguments.
Yeah, exactly.
Shendalzar wasn't surprised. Sounds like Dragoness. Dragoness? Shendalzar? Tell us how you tell us do you tell us how do you use this? I don't know what they're talking about.
Did Skywraths, did he ever get unbound? I'm still like kind of confused about that. Or is he still like
I don't
not
think
able-
so. I think he's still bound up.
I think
Or,
he's still
like,
bound.
Wasn't he like not able to see anything at the start?
Yeah, he
Yes, I
can't.
think I don't remember.
Yeah, he
I
couldn't
he was able
see.
to see, but
Did they
he's
make
still
any
bound.
plot based explaining how he can see? Because I feel like I don't remember that.
I'm looking.
Okay,
And you're too talkative.
I feel like you just suddenly can like see them at some point without explanation.
It probably says it, right?
I feel like I don't remember anything.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm looking. I don't see anything. Maybe it just never.
I mean, it must not matter.
It's my headcanon that he's still,
Yes.
like,
It's
he still
just,
can't see.
it's just like it goes from like making a big deal about him not being able to
Yeah,
see.
no,
Right.
yeah, it's a
To,
good
like-
point.
It's my fan fiction for this fan fiction that he is still bound and can't see. And because they said, how do you use these? They're talking about these pearls, which I think is they named
Yeah, is
them.
that like an item in the game, or that is
I have
just
no idea. I don't think it's not that I can
Okay,
think of.
okay.
Oh, damn.
No.
Okay, tell us how you use them. That's not what he wrote, but that's what he meant. Okay, closer you are to the direction, more radiant their sparkle become. The rope between them symbolizes the distance you have between you and the destination. All right. Is there anyone else who has this artifact besides you? Yes, a couple. Good. We are taking this.
What?
But Shendalzar, shut up. I am making you a favor. Okay, see, the phrase making you a favor, that's what makes that stuff like that is when I start to wonder if it is a
Right, right.
translation, like-
yeah. No, I know what you mean. That does seem a little strong.
anyway. But
Maybe it's just like a nerd. Like they haven't spoken to anyone. Like they know English, it's just they don't know like idioms and stuff.
yeah, male loneliness epidemic.
Exactly, yeah. It
Right.
started in 2020. and that's-
GG.
Yeah. I am making you a favor. You can't even do your role as a bad guy properly. Doing errands of Shideral, funny. You tried a lot to do exactly that, but still, no. I just want to live in the Ugart you govern. If that was the case, you would have already put up the flag of rebellion. Since you didn't, it is obvious that you really don't want to. But Shendalzar, you know that we can only retain our magic by staying obedient to the throne of Shiark. If I Skriak, I said that completely wrong. Skriak. If I rebel,
It's a hard one.
I would be pretty much unusable for your cause if I rebel. Then why did Skriak herself give me power? I'm not obedient to throne. But
Sorry, what
Yeah,
are they
yeah.
talking about?
it seems because Dragonus's like line is would do anything to serve her, and I think their conversation is she's saying, then why did you do
So yeah,
this?
so Skriok is like a god bird that they get their powers from. So that's like the
I see.
throne of Skriok is
I
like
see, I see.
the throne of this bird
Okay, okay.
that
And
they have
it
to like
would somehow
worship.
be better if she was in charge rather than her sister, maybe?
So Skriok is different than Shen. So Shen is the vengeful spirit, and it seems like
Right.
I forget based on the lore, like the like god queen bird. So it's like a these are like people with wings, right? So that's like the
Right.
main character, Dragonus, who's like a guy with wings, and then the girl he's
Not a
into,
dragon,
yeah,
however,
yeah,
but
is Shen, and she's like a girl with wings, and they both get their powers from Skriok, which is just like a bird god. And her sister is on the throne of Skriok.
I see, I see.
And
Okay.
but right now, the
But
vengeful
she,
spirit has
yeah,
powers from like the god Skriok, even though she shouldn't because she's like not in the kingdom, I guess.
I see, I see, I see. Okay,
Yeah.
so
When
the
I
yeah.
when I edit this, just quickly, there will be a flow chart
Oh, okay.
right
Damn.
here of the connecting
Okay.
threads.
Good luck.
Thanks. We won't know the fruits of that labor until a little in the future, but
Yeah, but hey, that's
just
okay.
imagine
Wow,
it here.
epic. Look at this flow chart.
Ladies and
Uh,
gentlemen,
yeah, but you were gonna say something, Peter, or
I don't remember. It probably didn't matter.
anyway. So they're in the debate, and then Shendilzar says, "Don't worry, Dragoness, you will have a lot of time to think about this." What? We are going to this destination of yours instead of you.
The
While you are
destination
thinking,
wedding.
while you are thinking of the direction your life just took. A lot of us in 2020.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You can't. Why? They would be too crowded and strong to overcome. Medusa gets back into conversation for a little. I can
Guys,
attack multiple people at once. Don't underestimate me. But Shendilzar talks again. Dragoness.
Yeah,
The
so
last,
Medusa
yeah,
in the game, her like the thing that's special about her is she like attacks multiple people.
okay. So
right,
this
I
is
was thinking that
more
must be some
accurate.
kind of nod to.
The Dota mechanics.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm looking at a picture of her.
Because she's like an archer, and what's unique about her as an archer is her bow like spits out 5 directions.
Yeah,
There's
Epic
so many
gameplay.
numbers in this
that's like the
game.
best part.
Yeah.
It's a pretty notoriously complicated game because the
Yeah.
complexity is not on the lore, it's on the gameplay.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna say you'd never tell from reading this story, but
Well, this is the game actually isn't. It's not happening because of this. I mean, I'm saying that like a question, but it's like it's outside of time, like in the lore.
Yeah, well, in the lore,
Yeah.
there's like some ancient battle between like the forces of good and evil or something.
Some
It's something bizarre. But it's like even more crackpot than like League of Legends lore.
right. But it's not happening like they're not fighting because of whatever the lore of.
Yeah. No,
characters.
they're just
It's
like
just-
they're sort of like champions of the
Yeah.
universe.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, okay. You got that, Ted, or is that
yeah.
okay?
Anyway, yeah, I think we're on the
You're
last
getting
act
back into the
here.
conversation right now.
Yeah, Medusa is. I'm getting back into the conversation for a little to attack multiple people at once. So Shendilzar talks again. Dragoness, the last time I looked, you were a hostage. I don't think you have a luxury to decide about this. Medusa talks again. Then we should rest. We can leave tomorrow. Yes, good. I am going to bed. You can chit-chat with Dragoness. Okay. Medusa gets out of the room and leaves Shendilzar and Dragoness. Please, Shendilzar, this would be a suicide. You have a long life ahead of you. Don't do
unaliving
this.
yourself.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Edit. I'm already done with life, Dragoness. I only long for vengeance now. Well, you need life for vengeance in most cases. Then
Maybe
come
she
to
should
me.
become stone.
Then come to me and let me help you. Let's try to do this together. You know you can't fight Skywrath soldiers by yourself. It is pretty normal to hear Archmage of Crown say that, but it
Damn.
was too easy for those three assassins to go into our castle that night.
Hold up, what?
Carl?
No, basically, I think she's dead right now. Remember, so like that's
Okay, yeah.
the spirit. So
I get it.
and he also feels guilty because he messed up and let her die. So he's both in love
Okay.
with her and he like
Damn,
feels remorse that he let her die because
So they are in hell.
no, they're not in hell. She's just like a spirit that's like dead.
Okay.
And that part of the way that manifests is her wings are broken.
Got it. Just in time.
Yeah,
Not a minute too late in this thing.
95% of the way
Yeah.
through the thing.
Three assassins, but they were bribed by Scheideral. It changes nothing. They at least were able to fool you. Dragonus looked away from Shendalzar. Good night, Dragonus. Good night, Shendalzar. I am sorry. Don't be. I won't believe you. Whoa.
Whoa.
Shendalzar also got out of the room and leaves Dragonus by himself in the darkness. It was moments like this Dragonus hated the most
Understandably.
because he didn't have the answers for questions he asked himself.
Damn.
Okay, strong end.
Yeah, really, it's very strong end. Very strong ending. They finished well.
Yeah.
That's like just waiting in bed with anxiety moments. Like this story is so emotionally woke. Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
This
Oh,
person
wow.
this person may not speak English as a native language, but their threshold of understanding the psychology of humans is very above a 15.
It goes over languages, breaks language barriers.
This is Mr. Mind O5's only story, and there are no reviews.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Are you dropping a review in the chat or what?
Yeah, let's the official. That is something we should start doing at the end of every.
Reviewing them?
Or yeah, leaving a nice review.
I don't know.
Hey, yo, what's up? We read this on this podcast. If you want to watch it,
That happened. That happened
happen,
just
yeah.
once where we didn't. It was like one of
The
the
fact
like,
that it
within-
happened at all is insane to me.
It was within the first like 20 we did an Arthur fan fiction, and the author found out and was really happy actually. And
Yeah.
they left a comment. They're like, "Thanks for reading my thing."
My
And I mean,
fanfic.
yeah, thanks for reading my fanfic. And I think that episode has the most views.
I think so.
maybe you should just start connecting with your authors.
I think so.
That's the way
Maybe.
to expand your platform.
I'm
Expand the digital footprint.
Yeah, we could at least tell them that they don't need to put disclaimers at the start of their fan fictions that they don't own the characters. That
But
they're
maybe they
writing.
do. We don't know. I
They
don't know.
certainly don't. They
I
don't.
don't know if we've
at
ever
all.
read one that didn't have one, so we don't know what the
There's
consequences
no
are.
way. There's no way. What? The whole fanfiction.net wouldn't exist.
I commented great fic.
That respect.
5.5 years later. Cool. I mean, what was the title of this again? Skywraths and Gorgon.
I guess Medusa's the Gorgon.
Yeah, so she's the Gorgon.
That tracks. Well, that was a great fic. I mean, any closing remarks?
What about the closing remarks?
Yeah. Any remarks to close?
I don't know. It was like a fine story. I think it was a little bit like the language of it was a little bit odd in times
Agreed.
in terms of like repeating things.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I also feel like the story kind of felt like a large wind up.
Yeah.
And
right. Like it didn't.
It feels like the kind of delivery isn't really there in terms of like
True.
it felt like a lot of exposition dump. And then like
Good point.
yeah, that's sort of how I felt about the story. I also feel like this is, I think one of the important thing for fanfic is that like it should ideally kind of be able to stand on its own without like knowledge of the material, in the sense
Yeah.
that like I think if the fanfic you're sort of able to understand who the characters are without even needing to be told like this is Skriok and like you can
That
deduce
was definitely not us. Yeah.
yeah, that I feel like that's like the mark of like really good fanfic, in the sense that like that sort of shows that the characterization is there without the like that would make it really good for people who know the material too, conceivably.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a
Like
good
kind of
point.
that balance. Yeah, so that's sort of what I was on my mind.
The ideal fan fiction capitalizes on the strong characterization of the source
Already
it draws
existing,
from.
yeah,
Yeah.
the storm
So
of
that
Will.
a new reader would be able to pick up on those characterizations perhaps just as well as if they're engaging with the source.
Absolutely.
I don't think we've seen that happen yet, but
No. As a
I think
as a
that's a
podcast.
high bar. I'll be
it
honest.
is, yeah, no.
Yeah.
But anyway, Carl, thanks for joining.
Thank you very much.
I'm gonna hit stop record in a second, but I'm not gonna end the call yet.
Okay.
But thanks everyone for joining Reading Fan Fiction with Teddy and Peter, episode 45. And we'll see you in 6 months to a year.
Hell yeah.